bad performance, bad result, not the result we wanted, obviously, out at the first hurdle of the Carabao Cup at home. There's a lot to get into, man. Right? Where do you want to start with why that happened tonight?
I'll start with the team first. I mean, every time we watch Man United play, like you were saying earlier, got 1-0 down against West Ham last week, went 1-0 down again, 1-0 down against Young Boys as well. It's like, it's always the enthusiasm.
No, 1-0 up against them.
1-0 up,
sorry, against, yeah.
But it's the enthusiasm until like a goal doesn't go in against it. It's like the players are asleep. When the goal goes in, it's like Gary Neville was saying it over week, they've poked the tiger, and we don't need that as Man United, man. First minute we come out, I mean, we should be running out the trap straight away, man. The players that we've got on the pitch, a shit Man United team against a shit West Ham team, we should still beat them, man. There's no excuse for it. And people who say out, Ole puts the team out, man. It's up to the team to obviously go there and perform for him. When you see the team not performing like that, you can't go grab Ole by the neck and say, look, he's not doing what he's doing. It's not all down to him.
Players, 100%.
Who? I mean, Martial's taken a lot of stick today.
Well, I mean,
How do you?
Look at Weibo. Look at him. What did he do? Tell me what Martial did in the first half. He had one shot, and it was off target. Other than that, realistically, what did he do?
Well.
He should have scored it. Unlucky. Yeah, it was on the plate. Dallo maybe could have followed it up.
Confidence? Is it knowing that he's down at the pecking order?
Yeah, cool. He hasn't actually had the run of games, but the player of Martial's class doesn't need that sort of run in games. He's always been.
He
like
makes
that.
a good point here. Is it that like he always is? It's like we always have to kind of find a reason why that Martial's instead of just him just doing it.
Everyone thinks he's gonna do something in the game and he's gonna blow up and he's gonna have this magic moment, but he never does because he has in the past. Don't get me wrong, when he scores a couple worldies, but that's all he's sort of got in his locker. Has he ever had a consistent run of games where he's 5, 6, 7 games when he's been quality for us? He hasn't.
There's always this frustration with Martial, and everyone will agree. If we keep him here, we've always had this dream where he'll turn into some world beat, and now we have this fear where if we let him go, we don't know what he's going to turn.
But is that a strong enough reason to just keep him just because of that then? Because in case
No,
he
it's not. You're right. It's not. It's not.
But that's why we keep someone like Jesse Lingard. Everyone's saying, let's sell Jesse Lingard. Let's sell Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard is the perfect sort of sub player for us. He plays for the badge. He puts everything out on the field for us, and he had a wicked game today.
He had a wicked
So
game.
we shouldn't sell someone like exactly. Why is he getting subbed off? When Martial he's been awful for us.
It's the same as Young Boys. It's like comes back into your head. Why is he taking Jesse Lingard off? He was getting on the ball so much. He had a few shots.
He put him on.
Today. He took him off. He took him off. He was getting on the ball. He was taking shots. He was enthusiastic with the ball. He was running forwards. He took him off.
Yeah, he's not. And
is this why? So at the beginning when you were saying you can't just put it on Ollie, and I get that the players have to show up. But in terms of this is wow. But in terms of the in-game management, in terms of the reaction from the bench, in terms of substitutions and how we manage the game, could he have done more today?
Yeah, I feel like there's a bit of a delayed reaction all the time with Ole. I think he always kind of hopes for the last moment, just like last week as well. He waited right until the last moment to put a striker on.
But
what the hell was that about?
I mean,
I had my mum at home. She was saying, "How come you haven't got a striker on the pitch?" You know what I mean? And you're confused in your head. You're thinking, who's making them decisions? Is it Ole? Is it Carrick? Is it someone else? Is it McKenna on the bench that's making the decision? You always feel.
Let me ask this here. Who else is he going to bring on in this situation? Yeah, he's left Pogba and Ronaldo at home. Who else is he going to bring on other than Greenwood and Lengo? Who's he going to bring on? Greenwood. As soon as Greenwood came on, electric. Down that right hand side, he almost had a goal straight away. Other than that, Alenga, he played well, but he's playing left wing back. Like realistically, he's bringing on the striker to play left wing back. Like realistically, what's he doing?
A lot of people have been talking about Donny van der Beek's performance today. Because it's difficult when you lose, isn't it? You want to try and find positives, and you want to try and find something to help carry you forward to the next bit. What did you make of Donny today?
Donny, on the ball, obviously, he was quite strong on the ball. He kept finding the players, which obviously as fans, you want a player to find the ball. You don't want players to lose the ball. So when us fans see Donny holding the ball, giving it to the players, obviously it impresses us. Now, when the managers don't play him every game, we always try to look for excuses why he didn't play him. Maybe it was a game that he wasn't ready for the game. Maybe they try to think, this game it won't suit him. But there's always a thing with Donny, because look, we got him from Ajax. Ajax are a club, obviously, they play this kind of football where it suits players who want to pass the ball. So with us, I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't be starting Donny. We've given him half chances.
Yeah,
I mean,
that Champions League game was unlucky for him to get obviously Wan-Bissaka, and then because he was sacrificed. And I feel like in that game he would have shown something, because the way we were playing before the red card.
He looked like 3 games in a row.
No, he hasn't. And that was a fair play to him. Yeah, exactly. He hasn't.
Let me ask you guys this. So, and this isn't just isolated in today. This is Ollie in general. We need to win a trophy. And he needs to win a trophy. We all want our club to do well and return back to greatness. He's out. Obviously, we lost in the final of the Europa League. Out in the quarter-final last year against Leicester. Out in the Carabao Cups last year against City again, and they done it the year before. I think we keep kind of failing in the cups. Are you worried? Look, there's still a hell of a long way to go this season. FA Cup hasn't started yet. Champions League, well, bad start, but we go again Villarreal next week. But are you concerned, or are you still positive that Ollie can deliver trophies, even though we've gone out of one at the first hurdle? Yeah.
At this point, I think it's like a good point from Ole to learn. Like, he's had a final, he's lost a final. This is the first one he's had, and it's the first one he's lost. So it's somewhere for him to pick up off. Now, Man United as a club, we know we are quite patient with our managers. It's not like Chelsea where we just keep sacking and going through managers. So with Ole being at the helm, I think from start, no one could have said we would be at this position right now. The league finishes that we've had. Look at the squad that we've got,
the squad that we've built.
The squad we've built. People say, oh, it's Man United. Couple of years ago, though, half these players, if you said they'd come to Man U, everyone would have laughed to say they'd never come to Man U.
So you feel he's done that, but has he got what it takes? So he's done that side, because the guy earlier said he's reached his ceiling. He feels like Ollie has got the players in, got a feel-good factor, and then now that's it.
Yeah.
Do you see that or not?
Not yet. No. Yeah. There's not enough time for that because he's only had a couple of months with his team. There's not enough time for that. I think he needs this full. I mean, Gary Neville's quite honest in what he says. He said give the guy at least this season, up until the end of this season. If we're not getting anywhere with silverware, if it doesn't look like we're actually moving forward, then that's the point where you start thinking is Ole the right man? But at this point, you've got to give the guy a chance, because it comes down to the fact that he hasn't had the experience before, so you can't put that kind of pressure on him. Where if he had won a trophy before, but
the pressure's going to come. Look where he's at. Look at our.
Yeah, but look at today. Realistically, who else was he going to put in the starting 11? Exactly. He's rested the right players for the right moments. That's what he said he wants to do. He said he wants a squad full of rotation. He wants a squad full of players playing in completely different competitions. He had to rest Ronaldo hypothetically, purely because he'd rather play him in a Premier League game than a Carabao Cup game. He probably, in his mind, thought that we were going to not walk the game, but we got more of a chance of winning this game than on Sunday, because West Ham were going to play a worse team. The fact that we didn't take advantage when they haven't got Rice in the midfield is annoying, because the game. Exactly true. Bowen didn't really do much. I mean, did he realistically?
He was running in the channels and just causing a few problems. And when you got Lindelof and Bailly there, you're never sure. Balls in the air, we're bouncing. You're not. Yeah.
Fair play to Lindelof today. I mean, Lindelof had a good game today. Just looking at Lindelof as well, he looked like a bag of sweat. He went through a lot of work today, man.
Yeah.
So fair play to Lindelof. But it's difficult when you've got Tellez, left back, and Lindelof's playing left centre back, and you've got Tellez. I've seen him a few times. He had his hand up to him. I was like, "What are you doing? You're out of position a few times." So it's hard for Lindelof as well, because he gets kind of made the scapegoat a lot for our defence. Probably because Mourinho bought him, but ever since obviously we get him on the pitch, he tries his best. So that kind of enthusiasm that I was asking for before, you get that from Lindelof, and I appreciate that.
He loves the club. He's got a passion for it. He does play for the badge every single game.
Listen, fellas, thanks for talking to us. Appreciate that, man.